Yo, 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 what's up? Can you guys hear me? Am I too loud? Or is the volume fine? Ugh, oh my god. Need to get comfortable. Everything should be fine, right? Yeah, it's good. No normal intro. You want me to say it? It's kinda cringe, but I'll say it. Hello there, my RPG lovers. And welcome to another stream, I guess. It's been a while since I streamed. Which is the sentence that I say, like, always when I stream. I'm totally inconsistent when it comes to streaming, but today is a special occasion, I guess. I can't hear myself because of the damn volume. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying. Okay, we're going to play some Elex 2 beta for about 2 hours, because that's how much I'm allowed to show you. But you can look forward to a video that hopefully I will get for tonight, where I'm going to talk about my full impressions. Well, that video is also restricted to the first 2 hours, but I will go in depth about the game's mechanics and how it compares to Elex 1 and all of that stuff. It's basically like my regular videos where I compare mechanics and stuff. You know what to expect, kinda. Where's the mouse and keyboard? I'm using my Xbox One controller for Elex now, but I also tried it with the mouse and keyboard and it's good, but I basically played through the whole Elex, through the whole first game with my controller, so I feel more comfortable with the controller. Hello from Argentina. Hi Max, what's up, man? Okay, I'm gonna do a quick... I'm gonna check out real quick the settings, and I'm gonna explain you what they plan to do. So I just have to turn one setting. I think it's already turned off, external music or something. Yeah, it's turned off. Okay, so we're going to play on normal for this stream, but in the video and my whole playthrough of Elex currently, I'm about 20. Sorry, I'm about 20 hours into the beta, and I was playing the entire time on ultimate difficulty, so I'm going to talk about that in the video as well. But because I'm streaming now and I want to cover as much as possible in those 2 hours, I don't want the difficulty to hold us down, so I want to play on normal, basically. So we're going to select normal. Wait, where was it? Does gameplay? Autosave. No, it's not here. Should be. If we go new game, okay, we'll figure it out. You can change into the game as well, so it doesn't matter. Combat test. I tried this, and test level is just like the developer tools or something, and it doesn't have any map as far as I'm aware. So we need to start a new game, and yeah, I need to measure it right. So it's 2:15, right? So we have like until 4:15 p.m. I guess. So we're going to start a new game, and I won't skip the cutscenes because I'm not allowed to, so I'm going to be quiet during the cutscenes, and we're going to continue talking as soon as it's over. So let's go. New game. Okay, there's the difficulty. I'm dumb. We're going to go with normal. Yeah, we're going to go with normal. By the way, the difficulty, I'll talk about this in my video, but I just have to say that difficulties feel a lot more balanced now, especially the ultra difficulty, which was almost unplayable in the first game. It's really good now in the sequel, as far as I'm aware, at least in those 20 hours that I have. So yeah, let's go with normal.
Magalon, home to a civilization of millions. 166 years have passed since the comet hit, turning everything to ashes. A new era has begun. The war between the free people and the Alps is over. The hybrid lost control of its armies and ceased to function. The Albs became understanding and peaceful. The Elex was released, and once again spread across the entire hemisphere, below the Albs' ice palace. But humans are quick to forget. Many of the larger settlements claimed the victory as their own, and paid little interest to the affairs of others. Only a few remember those dark times, or one Commander Jax. My name and my deeds faded away in the mists of myth and legend. Many years after the war with the Albs, humankind is plagued by petty conflicts and territorial disputes. Even though there's still the persistent uneasiness about the strange celestial phenomenon that was called forth by the hybrid before its defeat, I know that an unknown foe will come soon. The lives of all the aware will be shaken to their very core. All my efforts to prepare humanity for this impending danger were for naught. Humans forget. A vague, unknown threat looming in the sky quickly became nothing but a small, daily nuisance to most. Until now.
Okay. So Jax is back. Basically. And no one gives a crap about him, unfortunately. These cutscenes are top level, actually. Hopefully this one isn't as janky. Ah, it is. Not as much as Elex 1 though. We'll talk about that. But where is your armor, Jax? Uh-oh, here we go. Yeah, this cutscene is really good. Yeah, you're gonna kill them with your little knife, for sure. Okay. So this is basically the tutorial area.
I better get out of here before these things make short work of me.
Yeah, the thing I did in my playthrough was explore everything and pretty much loot everything. So I know I already played this. I have to say, like, this is not blind playthrough because I received the beta key 5 or 6 days ago. No, that's a lie. 3 or 4 days ago, something like that. My math is terrible. And I played it for about 20 hours, so I already know what I'm doing.
Landed right on my fucking house. Guess I can forget about my gear.
Yeah, you can forget about your gear that you spent like 100 hours in the last game acquiring, but that's not a huge deal, right? you have to start fresh in an RPG, so some kind of excuse have to be there. Yeah. Like I was saying, I forgot to say thanks to Piranha Bytes and THQ Nordic for providing the beta key for this stream and just in general for me to get access earlier. So yeah, that's it. It's the same voice actor. It's not the same voice actor, at least. I'm pretty sure it's not the same voice actor for Jax. By the way, check this out. Running attack. Yeah, the running attack almost guarantees the knockdown, which is great. And now you have, yeah, the melee combat from the first Elex is completely scrapped. It doesn't work off combo meters in the sequel. You can still chain attacks in a combo, but you don't have a combo meter or special attack from a combo that you could do in Elex 1. So yeah, we're going to talk about that a lot in the video as well. And I can say for sure right away, the controls in Elex 2 compared to Elex 1 are like 10 times better. It's more responsive, it's more snappy, and you feel like you have greater control, a lot better than in Elex 1. So yeah, that's a fact. And again, bam. Nope, I'm gonna get hit. Yep, didn't dodge in time. But yeah, just like that. The running attack is great. The strong attack takes a while to execute and you can miss it like that. But fast attacks are really fast. The environment looks better and less fake than the first game. Well, yes. The whole world looks a bit more realistic compared to the first one. The first game, the environment in the first game still looked good in my opinion, but it was more cartoony compared to Elex 2. Elex 2 is still cartoony in a way, but I think it's a bit less cartoony, I would say, compared to Elex 1.
Ugh, even more of those beasts, of course. I should probably try to sneak by them.
Yeah, it will play a cutscene right when we engage them, I think. Or somewhere around here, yeah, there you go. Uh-oh. Jax is a Terminator, man. Can you fly in this game? Yeah, yes, you actually can. The jetpack is a lot better in this game. You can upgrade it in various ways. We'll talk about that as well.
Take it slowly. You haven't recovered from that bite yet. It'll be a while before you get all your strength back. So perhaps you should put off anything too demanding for a few days.
Is this your first play? No, it's not. I already played the beta for about 20 hours, but we can only play the first 2 hours on the stream, so there's that. Who are you?
Who are you?
You can call me Adam. Just think of me as a friend who was in the right place at the right time. That's all you need to know.
Okay, Adam. Where's my stuff? That's kind of stupid question, but yeah, let's go with that.
Where's my stuff?
If you're talking about the belongings you had in that hut, you can forget about them. All I could save is what you have on you.
Ugh, what happened?
You should know. You were there. The invaders arrived, started taking over the world, transforming it.
Transforming? Terraforming, right? It's an alien species?
A most hostile, most dangerous species.
So they're not just in Caracas.
Their formers have appeared in every region, threatening life everywhere. It's not clear what they want yet. All they're doing for now is spreading infection.
Pay attention to lip syncing, by the way.
Destroying. Not a promising start.
Something's not right. I feel weak.
Yes, you were bitten by one of those creatures. Looks like it infected you. Some kind of disease.
What? A disease?
I'm still not sure how it works, but it's clearly all part of the invaders' plan. At the rate they're transforming things, it won't be long before the whole of Magalan is overrun with their plants and animals.
Oh, great.
You were lucky. It could have been a lot worse. If I were you, I'd stay out of their way and not tempt fate. All other instances of direct contact so far have proved fatal.
How long have I been out?
A few days. You're still badly hurt.
I'll increase the volume
I did what
after
I
this
could for
cutscene.
wounds.
Days? No. Dex!
Yeah, Jax has a son now, and he's called Dex. Dex.
Come on, I'll race you there.
Be careful. Dex!
Boy. So Jax is basically Kratos here.
Hey! Damn it! My son's out there somewhere. I have to find him.
Then I'd say you'd better do that before anything else.
By the way, just keep in mind that this is a beta, and this beta is like a few months old already, and there is like almost 4 months until the game will come out. So the game will probably graphically change. It's still rough around the edges, and I think that's one of the reasons why Jax kind of looks off. So yeah, there's that. Just keep in mind that this is an old beta version. So I'm pretty sure that the final game will look at least a bit different when it comes to graphics. Yeah, let me increase the volume just a little bit. The game volume, that is. It should be better right now. Why are you helping me?
Why are you helping me?
These invaders are a threat to us all, and yet no one even seems to have noticed they're here. Everyone's so busy fighting each other, they can't see who the real enemy is. That's where you come in. You might be an outsider to them right now, Jax, but you're strong, smart, capable.
You know who I am?
I know you did your best to disappear, but not everyone's forgotten you. I need your help to save Magalan, to lead a resistance group. I call it the Sixth Power, a faction separate from all the others, focused on stopping this invasion. I'll show it to you. Meet me in the bastion north of here.
No way. I tried to warn people years ago. No one listened. Now we've got the total annihilation of the planet staring us in the face, and still, all anyone cares about is their own stupid shit. I'm done caring about it. I have my own problems.
All right. Then deal with your own problems first. We can talk again later.
The World Heart to the north. Is it still there?
As far as I know, yes. The Berserkers are watching over it. Why do you ask?
My son's with them.
Then you should go, while things are still quiet around here. It won't stay that way for long. You know where to find me. You know, you'd get around a lot faster with a jetpack. I have one.
And of course, he
Take it.
takes the jetpack out of his
Like I
ass and
said,
gives it to you.
Go to the bastion.
It's like, oh, I
We
found a
have lot of
jetpack.
work to do. I'll be waiting there.
Don't worry, you won't need to take care of your son all like throughout the whole game. It's not how it works. Let me tell you that right away. Lip syncing, yeah, lip syncing looks really good. It's surprisingly good for a AA RPG. It's even comparable, if not even better, than some recent AAA RPGs when it comes to the lip syncing, which is kind of nuts. The first game had like just mouth movements,
Really not doing all that great.
regular stuff in AA
Trust the
RPGs.
old man's judgment. I should look for a healer among the berserkers.
But yeah, the lip syncing looks surprisingly really good. Excellent even. Let's loot all the things. And yeah, about the jetpack. The fuel is a lot more restrictive now compared to the first game, but there is one big catch when it comes to the jetpack, and why is that's the thing now? Because you can now grab on ledges. Is this Assassin's Creed or Elex? Yeah, you can pretty much grab on everything like this. So even if you don't have enough fuel to reach something, you can just approach the ledge and Jax will grab it immediately. It's one of the things that I talk extensively about in my video. So yeah, just like that. And your fuel will actually regenerate while you're hanging on the edge. You can drop at on the same button, and if you just move your thumbstick or mouse, he will grab it automatically, as you can see. Yeah, he can grab on every ledge except the rocks, I think, from the mountain for some reason. But that's not a huge deal because you can climb mountains pretty without too many issues, I guess, because you always have some rock to land on. But yeah, grabbing on ledges is a huge thing now. And you also have a dedicated button for... Oh, I forgot where it is. Yeah, it's left bumper for me and right mouse button for the mouse. Okay, I will go on a random path, I guess, and try to make this as interesting as possible and not just follow the main story right away, because I think some people who streamed the game before already showcased that, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to go in totally random direction and do quests or whatever, right? Just to make it more interesting. What I wanted to show you. No, I actually wanted to save the game here. Do you get a jetpack at the beginning? Yeah, this is actually the beginning. Like you could just, like you saw there, and you get the jetpack immediately. Yeah, the jetpack has a dedicated floating button now, and it spends a lot less fuel unless you move to the right and left. And there's also a full combat system for the air combat. We need to talk to this guy first before we continue, I guess. No, it's just a warrior. Wait. Should be here, right? No, let's just loot these guys. So pretty much all the factions from the previous game returned,
Jax,
but we also have new
glad
factions
you're
here.
alive. We feared the worst.
What happened here?
Caught us completely off guard during the night watch.
During the night watch.
They blindsided us.
The strange intruders?
No. The Morkons. See here? They're fallen bloodhounds. The biggest group of them is already moving back up north.
So yeah, the voice acting is actually pretty good in the game in general, except this guy, I guess, is he's a little bit rough, right? But as far as I can tell from those 20 hours I have invested so far, the voice acting is, if not on the same level as Elex 1, is a little bit better, I would say. It's pretty good. It can be inconsistent a bit, but for the most part, it's pretty good, I would say. You will see. Stranger Morkons dare to go so far. Yeah, the Morkons are a new faction.
Dared to go so far.
Yes, very strange indeed. They usually keep their destructive urges inside their grotto. Something must have roused them.
Probably those intruders and their bizarre creatures.
Maybe. But I believe they have other motives. They're religious fanatics who worship a violent god. Who can guess what motivates such people?
Where is Dex? Where's my son?
Where's Dex? Where's my son?
Sean?
His mother took him with her.
Kaya was here? With him?
Yes, and she followed the Morkons north. You know she'll never rest until she's defeated them all.
Can you heal me?
Can you heal me?
Of course. I can give you a few flasks. But we need the rest for our wounded. You look like shit, Jax.
No, thanks. I feel like shit as well.
Just got bitten by one of those damn creatures.
Shit. Better get that looked at.
Sean. Yeah, the bite mark thing, and Jax is actually infected, which is a kind of a big deal in this game. It's one of the main quests that you have to get healed, and the game will remind you about that like very often actually. Wow, you can be a dick here. So yeah, the cold level from the cold system from the first game is back, but it's called like, I think it's destruction now or something. It's very similar, so yeah, you have these options which will obviously increase or decrease the destruction. Let's be, since I'm a totally nice guy in my playthrough, I'm going to be a complete dick here, so.
Wow, I didn't think of that. Idiot.
Destruction increase, there you go.
Those large purple formers. Ever see them before?
Oh, when the outsiders arrived, they spread out down south. We saw a lot of their creatures when we were out hunting. Couldn't always deal with them, though. Had this whole battle of the factions to deal with.
Yeah, let's end the dialogue here. He told us everything we need to know. Since we are here, we can quickly go over the smith guy, or actually his blacksmith equipment. Crafting in this game is kind of similar to the first game, but it works a bit differently. So as you can see, you can turn your damaged lead pipe into the regular lead pipe if you have 3 damaged lead pipes. And interesting thing about this is you have a lot of weapons in the game with damaged weapons in the game, and then you have the regular versions of those weapons, right? And what I found really interesting is you require the same stats. Like you require, like as you can see here for the lead pipe, the same requirements. You need 10 strength and 10 constitution for the regular pipe, which does 1 more damage, 1 more extra damage compared to the damaged lead pipe. So it's really encouraging to try and either find or craft those weapons. That being said, you can now actually pick up all the weapons from enemies you kill, unlike in Elex 1. So if you kill an enemy, he will always drop a weapon and you can pick it up, which is nice. That's actually how almost all Piranha Bytes games worked before, but Elex 1 didn't for some reason. And just in general, you have a lot more weapons and armors to pick up in this game compared to the first. So yeah, I'm going to go. We're going to go. I don't know, let's go down. So yeah, some rocks, he will grab some rocks, but in my experience he He's not really good at grabbing the rocks at regular mountains. Like, I might be wrong about this, or it just bugged out for me in that play session, I guess. But yeah, he can grab like almost everything. The weapon drops from enemies are mostly damaged. Yeah, pretty much, almost always, like in Gothic 3, I guess, which is kind of nostalgic to me. But it's not uncommon to find a good weapon. You will find a bunch of weapons right from the start. I think there's actually a chest over here. Yeah, there you go. And these bags of Elex are a lot easier to see now because they are glowing. Oh yeah, you have this minigame. It's the same as in Elex 1. If you have a lockpick, you just have to guess the combination. It's like this. Yeah, there you go.
Too easy.
World hard spotted. Yeah, we just passed it by. And there we go, our first armor. Which was kind of rare in Elex 1. You had to buy your first regular crappy armor, but now you will find it, and you can also buy it here as well. But like I said, there's a lot more armor pieces now, and it gives us 12 armor. I actually didn't find this shirt in my first playthrough, which is interesting because I can swear I looted this chest. Yeah, anyway. I have some meat to fry. Fried meat gives you, as you can see, the regular raw meat gives you 5 health per second, and fried meat gives you 35, which is a huge boost, and you will need it, trust me. Although this game is really generous with healing potions, in my experience, because I already got a ton of them in my playthrough, without even trying that much. A lot more generous compared to the first game, I would say. Don't quote me on that. And as you can see, the game has a weapon wheel now, so it's a lot easier to navigate through the items you can equip or use right away. It's done by press of a button on the controller, and same on the keyboard. The armor is goofy as fuck. Yeah, well, like pretty much every armor you get in RPGs at the start, it's actually really decent compared to some other starting armors in RPGs. We need more armor, add grass to the shoulder. Yeah, genius. It actually helps you with sneaking to blend into the environments. No, it doesn't. And speaking about that, the stealth system is a lot improved now. Well, actually, the stealth system is kind of generous to call the stealth system in Elex 1 system, but now it's an actual system. You can walk slowly, and you can even sprint in stealth. And what's even more important, you can actually sneak up to animals and people and do a much devastating attack, a sneak attack, which increases your damage a lot. That's also the thing I'm going to talk about in the video. Oh, you know what? I maybe did something really dumb here. No, I didn't. Okay. I will try to show you if we can actually sneak up to this raptor or not. Yeah, as soon as he turns in your direction, he notices you. This is a suicide, by the way. I'm gonna try to do it anyway. What you gonna do? Ah, I missed. And you can now use the jetpack in combat a bit more efficiently compared to the first game. How am I missing? The range on the strong attack with the pipe is terrible. I got used to the two-handed weapons in my playthrough, so it's kind of hard to... You have this kick ability as well, which seems to do a lot of stamina damage, and if I hit him again, he will probably be knocked down. Yeah, there you go. Because his stamina was low. Although I hit him with a running attack, which can knock them down almost instantly. But as you can see, you almost do no damage at all. But compared to Elex 1, the damage you do to skull enemies is a lot bigger. You can still kill him in theory, right? But it's not worth it. So yeah, let's just move. Run! And stamina depletion for running is a lot lower compared to the first game. You can run a lot more compared to the first game, even without upgrading your stamina. No inventory weight again. Nope. Just like in every Piranha Bytes game. Okay, so we can see this is actually Tower now, the desert of Tower, which was previously just like desert, like 90% of the land, but now it's pretty much green. And if you can notice, that's actually the fort. A lot of the world space is almost unrecognizable from the first game, but we're going to go there. But the fort is also a lot different, but you can recognize the structures, like that huge tower where the what was his name, Logan was, right? Why are we running? Okay, that's bad. That guy is a skull enemy as well, I think. The ranged attack you saw there is also a lot more generous compared to the first game. In the first game, those ranged attacks would snipe you from there a lot easier compared to this game. So I think they're a bit too generous in this game, because I don't think I was ever struck by those attacks. Okay, you can parry, but he actually hit me. Thanks, tutorial. And one great thing about the game and the jetpack now, you can heal in the air if you press the weapon wheel, press the healing button, and use floating right away. And you stay in the air while you're healing. So yeah, that's great. Let's get some help here. Yeah, as you can see, those ranged attacks are really, really slow now. Come on, dude. Great. You're really helpful, man. Let's try to get experience or not. So yeah, the flamethrower is causing a lot of stun AoE damage, as you can see there, just like in the first game. And this is actually a merchant.
Hey, you there. You look like you could use some supplies. Perhaps a gun? 2 guns? I've got everything you need. More than everything. Just take a
The
look.
combat feels a lot more responsive and a lot smoother compared to the first game, but there are still some jank as expected, right? So there's that. Okay, show me what you got.
Okay, show me what you've got.
It'll be a pleasure, friend.
I think the thing is with the combat system in Elex 2, I think for sure that it's a lot more accessible to new players. So I think a lot more people will be able to get into this series, at least in Elex 2, because it's a lot more accessible because of the smoother controls, more responsive controls in general, better combat system, and just better animations for enemies attacks and things like that. It's a lot better compared to the first game, at least in my opinion, so far. But I still have to talk about it in depth in one of my videos. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, even this random traveling merchant can sell you a lot of different weapons, like this runner axe, which does crazy amount of damage but requires a lot of strength and constitutes. We can't use anything. Can you show the skill tree? Yes, I can actually. I'll show it to you real quick. The bombs are, the grenades are also really good in this game as well. You can, if you gather enough of them, you can just trivialize some encounters, especially on lower difficulties. But they're expendable, so it's not a big deal. And there we go with the armor. right? You have standard alb helmets, standard Berserker hoods, simple alb helmets, simple Berserker hoods, and what do we have here? The most expensive item in this guy's inventory, and is the same glasses from the first game that highlights all the items you can loot in the vicinity. So that's back. But yeah, like I was saying, you have a lot more armors to buy or find, as you can see here from the three pieces of armor slots: legs, body, and head. We can sell. I didn't loot a lot of things, but we can sell some stuff, and you can also mark your items as scrap, so you can sell it at bulk, like with one button by a press of a button, basically. But since I didn't do that, let's just go like that. And I also have a bag of Elex that I didn't use. You have to click on them like in Gotti games.
Nice.
There you go. 241 Elex. I think I can buy something. At least
Okay.
a helmet or something.
What you've got.
It'll be a pleasure, friend.
Yeah, just enough money for this standard alb helmet. I want to show you that actually. Or these body armors are a lot more expensive. But I already have one that I found. Yeah, let's go with the helmet. And it looks pretty damn good, I think. Yeah, there you go. Not bad. Is the limited number of 2 cleric skills as deliberated to them as looks from the outside? Just yes or no? I think the limited number of cleric skills is because the clerics are now a minor faction actually in the game. So yeah, there's that. I think I can show you the abilities with no problems. Other people did it as well. So you have, just as before, you have combat skills, but all this is kind of different but kind of similar to the first game. You have survival skills, personality skills that helps you in dialogue and helps you get more experience for kills and things like that. There's a lot of dialogue checks in the game, as far as I could tell in my current playthrough. Then we have the Berserker abilities. I'm getting attacked. The music is playing. Oh, that's a little shit. Yeah, some enemies in the game will still relentlessly try to catch you, but some will just give up a lot quicker than others. And oh my god, Forlan. Okay, I'm gonna try to parry him actually. There you go. When you parry the enemy, you almost have 100% chance to knock them down, as you could see there. And as I was saying before, you can now pick up the enemies weapons the enemies drop, and we have a damaged sword. So we pick it up, and I don't think I can use it because it requires 40 strength and 30 dexterity. By the way, don't get discouraged by the high requirements for weapons, because there is a skill which can help you a lot, which helps you decrease the what was it? Reduces the requirements for the use of melee weapons. So that helps a lot with, and you also get levels fairly, not really fast, but I think a bit faster than before. It also depends on the playstyle, but you will quickly get to use the weapons you want. But it's the same as in first game. You should kind of make not a full plan for a character, but just okay. You say I'm going to use two-handed weapons, and you see a stat for some two-handed weapon you found, and you work towards that. But in the meantime, you will get some more weapons that you can use right off the bat. So there's that. I'm talking too much. The bow.
No.
Need 3 more dexterity. But yeah, as I was saying, the abilities we got to Berserkers. The Berserkers still use mana. It's just as the first game, right? Berserkers use mana. Albs use. Actually, I don't know what Albs use. Elex energy. It's called Elex energy, but it's basically your mana bar for everything. It just called different names. And now we have Morkons as the major faction, which are predominantly the melee faction, I would say, judging from the skills you can get. So, for example, the first skill is Call for Blood. You deal damage to yourself, which sounds really useful. Noob. Thanks, Gardar, man. I know you love me. So, as I was saying, the Morkons are focused on melee builds, I would say. So you deal damage to yourself with this first ability, but I still don't know the you use your blood basically for a lot of these abilities, I think. So your melee combat attacks cause more damage. Yeah, as I was saying, more melee damage and stuff like that. Outlaws have not so much skills like before because they are also minor faction in the game. And then you have the jetpack upgrades, which I'm going to talk about extensively in the video, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, let's try to get to the city. This is tower and this is the fort. Like I said, it's almost unrecognizable from the first game. Anything to loot? No. Let's go up. Yeah, as you can see, the Jax is not grabbing the ledges now on this mountain like I was talking before. But pretty much everything except... Oh my god. I'm dead. Okay, there you go. Like I said, he won't grab the ledges on rocks, even when there is a noticeable ledge on the mountain, but he will grab anything else. Fortunately, we got our save right over here. Let's just follow the paths to the city. Was it here? No, it's the other way around. What do you mean with minor and major factions? Are you allowed to tell that already? Well, you can already see that in the trailer, and you can already see from the beginning, right? And from some dialogue. It's nothing like, it's not a spoiler or something. But you have more factions than the first game, and some of the earlier factions are the minor faction now for the reasons I won't tell. That would be a spoiler, actually. That dude, it's basically a shadow beast from Gothic. It's a nightshade in Elex, I think. Let's just quick save. I'm gonna try just to poke him a bit and show you the increased damage from stealth if I can manage. Or not. And that dude has 3 skulls above his head, and I think the... No, I don't think, I actually know for sure that 3 skull enemies are much higher level than you, and you also have 1 skull enemies which are a bit higher level. I don't know, don't quote me on that, but I think that's how it works now. By the way, the performance in the fort was not so good when I played it on my first playthrough, which I'm still playing, by the way. But the performance is, it's obviously not optimized, right? It's a beta, it's an older build, so I'm pretty sure that the final game will be much better in terms of performance and maybe some and the polish in general, I guess. So yeah, the frame rate will drop here substantially.
Hey, wait a second. Where do you think you're going? You can't just waltz in here. You think I'm just standing here for my health?
You know, I don't really...
Don't interrupt me. Striker, what do I expect when I'm talking?
Oh.
That's right, shut up.
That's basically me.
Out with it. What do you want?
Piranha Bytes really loves their guards at gates. Have you noticed that? I'm looking to get into the fort.
I'm looking to get into the fort.
Spit it out. Listen up. You don't belong here, so this is the end of the line for you. And one more thing. The guards have orders to throw any trespassers out of the fort. Save yourself the hassle of climbing over the walls. 'Cause we're on our toes. Right, Striker? Huh,
Striker is a mood.
wide awake. See? There's no getting past me.
You know what?
Okay, off you go.
You know what? You can be persistent and try again. And get new dialogue lines.
Yeah.
Let me through.
Let me through. You're a slow learner, aren't you? The boss doesn't want anyone in the city who looks like they might be trouble.
Do they look like shit?
Come on, he's harmless.
You know the order. Get your ass out of here. You don't have any business in the city.
So instead of telling him that I'm Jax, I'm the guy who defeated the hybrid and stuff like that, Kaya knows me, my wife knows me. Can you let me in now? Listen to this.
Knows me. I'll let you in on a secret. She knows me too.
Me too.
There, now you've heard it. Everyone knows everyone around.
Everyone knows my wife, man. She must be famous or something, right? So you can bribe him. If you have the strength, you can use your strength attributes, like it's a dialogue check. So like I said, there are a ton of dialogue lines, and this was actually totally optional because he sent you away and I returned to him to talk to him again, right? And you get these extra dialogue lines. Why are you jiggling? Can I join you? I don't have 50 shards, I think. I need help against the alien invaders.
Need help against the alien invaders.
Yeah, you, me, and the rest of the world, buddy. Why do you think this city's fortified like it is? That still doesn't mean we'd let everyone and anyone in.
I don't have 20 strength, but I think we are close to leveling up, or not. We're not at all, because I didn't do any quests. It was actually smarter to go and talk to Kaya and get some experience because she's... Although I'm not gonna go back and do that right now. And I'll tell you a little secret before you even start the game. You can find... was it here? A pretty good starting ranged weapon here that doesn't require a lot of stats for you to use him. Use it. Bear in mind that I'm playing the game on medium. Most settings are set to medium because it's a beta and it's kind of unstable for my PC. And I'm also streaming and my PC is not great. I'm using a RTX 2060, so it's not a great GPU. So I can't really handle streaming and playing at the same time at 60 FPS and ultra graphic settings, so there's that. And just in general, it's a beta, and I think the game will look at least a little bit better in the final game. But I don't think the environments look bad at all, to be honest. Just some character models here and there. But you have to remember, it's a AA RPG, it's not a AAA RPG with a huge budget, so this is actually a miracle. You know what? We're going to try and enter the fort just by flying, and I'm curious about the results. I think the guards will throw us out because there's also an upper quarter in this town which requires you to do some quests before you can enter it. It's very reminiscent of Gothic 3, I might say. Yeah, the frame rate is tanking here. You might not notice this because I'm streaming in 30 FPS, but I went from 60 to 30 here. Mission completed. Really? Everything I have left has taken... Wait, that was completed? Really? How? So what about now? What you gonna do? Oh, about that weapon. I didn't show you the weapon I looted.
Walking upright's hard for you, huh?
There it is. It's called Fang, and it has pretty solid damage, and it only requires 15 dexterity and 15 strength. So yeah, this starting weapon is great for ranged builds, and just in general if you can use it. Okay, I'm not going to sneak, I'm just going to go down and see what happens. I think nothing will happen actually. There we go.
What are you doing here?
Told you.
There's no way Gardar gave you permission. You're not getting past me. Get out.
So yeah, if the guards catch you, you will be thrown out because you didn't have the permission to enter the city. Even though you found a way around it. But we can actually do something for him. Go and do something for him before he lets me in. And if you highlight that quest, it sends us down to the cultivator farm, I think, which is down here with the world hearts. So we're going to talk to the leader. We're going to talk to the leader here and do a quest for her. If I can find her.
So, are you ready or what?
I don't know. Do you think this is enough supplies?
Yeah, of course. We'll pick up anything else we need along the way.
And if we're followed?
No one's gonna follow us. Come on, the crater is waiting.
Well, okay then. Let's go.
Yeah, this random, not really random, it's actually scripted events, but these kinds of events will happen throughout the whole game. And in this particular case, I actually followed those guys all the way to the end, to their end destination, but I won't spoil that. I'm gonna leave that to you to find out. It's not bad. It's not a bad quest, actually. I was going to talk to the leader. What's funny in the beta, you can hear these airplane sounds, or just like in the first game, but you can't actually see them. And if you play the first game, you can recognize this little shit here. I really love how the strong attack works, although I don't love it with the pipe, because the range is terrible, but when you manage to land that attack, it's really devastating, and it does pretty good stamina damage, which helps you to knock them down. Yeah, we need to talk about the combat a lot in the video. I'm going to publish probably tonight, if I can manage to finish anything.
And you're only telling me this now? How exactly are you going to till the field if you don't have any tools?
Does that mean we can take a break?
Oh, you're not leaving that field until I say so. Even if you have to dig the soil with your bare hands. Back to work.
Yeah, she's nice.
How many times do I have to tell the guards that outsiders have no business in these fields? The seedlings are very delicate. Oh, don't tell me you were assigned to work here. You don't even have any equipment. What is it you want? I'm all ears.
I wasn't planning on crawling through the dirt.
I wasn't planning on crawling through the dirt.
Clearly not. But you don't mind wasting my time. Also, nobody here is crawling through the dirt. We cultivate the soil to create the best conditions for the seedlings.
Her character model is pretty rough,
so we're clear,
but I don't think it's final.
I won't stand for pointless, clumsy trampling around the seedlings. All our futures depend on these. So if you're not here to work, you can clear off.
How can I help?
How can I help?
Things are always getting broken here, so we need replacements. Goliath sends us equipment from time to time. Go to the fort and seek out Lass. He's the blacksmith and usually has these tools in store.
That's it?
Well, there might be a bit of back and forth, but you'll get them eventually. I can assume you'll take care of it then?
So yeah, she's going to send you to the fort, but you can't actually enter. I think you can use this as an excuse to get in, but I might be wrong. Why are the tools forged if they're used out in the fields?
Why are the tools forged if they're used out in the fields?
Because we have no walls down here. That's why. We don't want to invite trouble. Or thieves. The gear we have down here is hardly worth a shard. Do you have any other questions, or are you leaving sometime soon?
I'll get your tools.
I'll get your work tools.
Don't stay too long with the blacksmith. He likes his drink. And be careful with the rakes once you've got them. If you drop them, it's easy to...
I got it.
If you get trouble from the gate guards, just tell them you're working on mines.
Yeah, there we go.
They'll let you through.
Okay. Is the...
Anyway,
how
I need
big
to
is
go
the
back
map?
to tending the field. Otherwise, there'll soon be a huge pile of compost.
How big is the map compared to Elex 1? It's roughly the same size.
Hey, kiss ass.
It's
Yeah, you,
I can't
here.
tell still, right?
Talk to
But just by flying through with the jetpack, with the upgraded jetpack, it feels, I wouldn't say it feels a little bit bigger or at least stretched out compared to Elex 1, because it feels more suitable for flying in short bursts of speed with your jetpack than just floating, if that makes sense. Okay, this dude. And this effect will happen really often. It reminds you about your infection.
Long, painful road ahead.
This dude wanted to talk to us, not this dude. Wait.
What? I just wanted to...
Don't care.
No, not him. The other guy who called us a kiss ass. This dude. Butch.
Why are you talking to that old woman?
Old woman.
If you work for her, you'll make us cultivators.
That
look
girl
bad.
looks like 20 at most. So yeah, her character model, I think it will change at least a bit to look older, I guess. You looking to fight?
You looking to fight?
Who are you talking to like that? He hasn't been here a minute and he's already teacher's pet. Someone like you won't be popular here. Huh. Maybe you're not the asshole everyone thinks you are. Who knows? We might even get along. Give me some shards so we can get a decent meal.
Hey, you can tell right away that this guy is, or at least used to be, an outlaw. You know what? You would have to be a fool to select the first option. Those that work don't have to beg. I got nothing, my pockets are empty. Let's go with this.
Those that work don't have to beg.
And those that talk shit should shut the fuck up. Why am I getting all worked up? Why don't you crawl up that old woman's ass? You seem to like it there. See ya.
Yeah, so the map is the same or expanded, or it's actually the same map, right? But it's almost unrecognizable, not just graphically, but also the terrain-wise. I can't really explain it until you try it out for yourself, but you can see for yourself that this is actually Tawar and the outskirts of forts from the desert, and it looks nothing like that. There's the fort up there. Wait, is it up there? Or? Yeah, it's actually here. There's the fort up there, and this is the vicinity of the forts, which is totally unrecognizable. So it's basically like a new map, even though you have a lot of the old places, like Ignadon and Zaykor or whatever, right? And monsters are frequently attacking this farm for some reason, because of the world hearts, I guess. And there you can see some magic. The Berserker magic. No.
Finally came to your senses,
That was kind of cool. So yeah, let's try and bring the tools at the guardkeeper. It was... Wait, the quest was a delivery of tools. So yeah, it's kind of the same, but not really when it comes to the map. Yeah, the map is also expanded. You have a new starting area that we left called Karakis. And that area was actually referenced in the first game, but only briefly in one of the letters that you can find in the fort.
You again.
Thorhild sent me to pick up some tools from Lace. Lace?
Thorhild sent me to pick up some tools from Last.
Lace.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Goliath didn't send any tools, and it looks like they're not going to either.
These guys are
She's
knucklehead,
going to
man.
have to find them somewhere else.
So you're not letting me in?
You guessed it.
So even though she sent me to pick up the tools, he won't let me in. Let me through.
Let me through.
Get your ass out of here. You don't have any business in the city.
And you also, you have the bribe option. And I never selected this, actually.
Can I join you?
Take a number. Ever
This
since
guy's an
we've
asshole.
been doing well, everybody wants a piece of the glory. They're mostly parasites and good-for-nothings.
He doesn't look like a parasite, though.
Still.
Striker's a bro. Striker's a good guy. Can we talk to him?
You need something?
You would.
Okay. This asshole again. Okay, let's give up. But we will be persistent with this, so... Wait. Tower? Should back to... I should go back to Thorhild and tell her that the dude won't let me in. Still. Brother, how's the exploration and loot in this one? Expanded upon or kept the same? Ouch. From Elex 1. The looting feels even better in this one. Like, okay, don't take anything I say like at face value, because I'm only like 20 hours in my first playthrough. And I can't really say anything specific because of the spoilers, obviously. But when it comes to the loot, I feel it's even better, because I talked about this before. You have a larger variety of armor and weapons in this one right from the start. You can either buy them or find them, which feels a lot better compared to the first game.
Ugh, I've told you countless times already.
I thought that if
I highly doubt that you telling me what you thought will help.
Yeah, she's basically Gestapo here. Goliath hasn't sent any work tools.
Goliath hasn't sent any work tools.
Goliath,
What?
sorry.
Who said that?
Gardar, the gate guard.
Great, that's all I need. How are we supposed to care for the seedlings if we're lacking the most basic of tools? It's just one problem after another. But I will find a workaround, because I always do. Now to you. If you were planning to enter the fort this way, tough luck. But I don't want to be ungrateful, so I'll give you this advice. Go into Scrappy's service. Any orders he gives you will always let you get past the gate guards. Just keep southeast of the fields. You'll find his junkyard at the end of the canyon that divides the fort.
So I need to talk to
You're
another
not
guy,
as useless as I thought after
so
all.
the guard can take you in.
The results may be modest, but I can't blame you for that.
Yeah, as you could see there, the experience gain is a lot stronger in dialogue, and I mean, it's not a lot stronger. It's standard in Piranha Bytes games. You get a lot of experience for just talking to people, and not just doing quests. You have just sometimes extra dialogue options that give you extra experience as well. You just leveled up. Okay. So yeah, the attributes are also kind of revamped in this game as well, because when you invest at least 5 points into one attribute, you will get 1 extra damage. For example, the strength, as you can see there. I actually want to, let me see that ranged weapon I picked up. It needs 15 dexterity, 15 strength. I want to show you that weapon, so let's go with 15 strength, 15 dexterity, and that's also 1 plus 1 ranged and melee damage. But as you can see here, For example, the Fang is doing 28 damage, and if we increase the attributes, 15 strength, 15 dexterity, pretty sure it will do more. 29, like that +1 damage counts. And believe it or not, it's actually quite noticeable. Well, at least for me, on ultra difficulty, I didn't really test this difficulty that we're playing right now, which is normal, but I think it also counts. It's also noticeable here as well, but we'll see. We can now use it and just place it on the weapon wheel. I think I have them. Oh, I have 10 bolts, right? Or I don't. I actually need to get some ammo for that. But yeah, the ranged weapons are... I have no bolts. Yeah, I saw. The ranged weapons are pretty similar to the first game, although bows now feel like an actual bow instead of a gun. The bow in the previous game felt like we were firing a gun, but it's now improved, I guess. And the aiming is a lot better, I would say. Not a lot better. I don't know. Maybe just for a little better, I guess, but nothing quite substantial like the melee weapons. Although I didn't test the ranged weapons that much, so don't take my word on it. On it, I still need to test it a lot more in order to talk about it in depth. As you can see, you can still steal stuff, but now you have... I forgot to talk about that. Now you have the stealth indicator in the left bottom. You can see the eye icon, and it opens up just like basically in Skyrim. When the eye is opened, you are detected, and when you're not, you can steal stuff with, as far as I'm aware, with no repercussion if you're not caught. So there's that. Yeah, just like that. So she wants us to go and talk to this Scrappy dude before we can get the admission to the fort. And Scrappy is also really close, I think. Yeah. So let's go there. Save here real quick. Is the crime punishment system better? I would say no. Maybe a little bit, because as you could see there in the fort, I got kicked out because I entered the fort in an illegal way, I guess, with a jetpack. But for stealing, I don't know, only if you get caught. I really liked how Gothic 3 handled that with a simple like counter that's in the background that keeps the count of stolen items, and when you get to a certain point, the guard will approach you and he goes like, something is disappearing here, do you know anything about it, or something like that. It was simple but effective, I guess. Yeah, the mining is back from the first game, but I don't have a jackhammer. And the mining is maybe a little bit more important now because you can craft weapons. And upgrade weapons you will need some, and there are some new mining materials, I guess. Yeah, for example, he can grab that, but not always. He can't always grab the rocks for some reason. The floating button is really nice, actually. I can't use that. I don't want to use the shitty pipe because it deals almost no damage at all. Yeah, I took a really bad path to Scrappy, apparently. But we're gonna make it, whatever. There's the Stalker, right? This was the Stalker. Yeah, Stalker. Oh, there we have some good guys. Yeah, that running attack is really good. Although he didn't manage to knock him down. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. Sorry, dude. Scrappy should be at the end of this path. the running and movement animation looks really nice and fluid. Yes, it actually is. It's 10 times better than the first game. Not just the animations, but the controls and how responsive they are. And there is Scrappy, the guy from the first game, if you remember.
What the? You've got to be shitting me. If it ain't Jax, as I live and breathe.
You remember me?
You remember me.
Of course I do. You the bastard who tried to lock me up way back for stealing chems from the dock. Not easy to forget someone who tries to put you behind bars. How you doing?
You're not mad at me?
You're not mad at me?
Can't remember for what exactly.
What? Don't be stupid, son. You saved my life back
Oh
then,
yeah,
you know?
oh yeah, I remember now.
Thanks to you, couldn't get no chems. Man, I was pissed, I can tell you. Well, look at me now, huh? Armor and all. Ain't nobody would have thought old Scrappy would come good in the end. But listen to this old silly bastard rambling. What you been up to?
Scrappy is a big deal now, actually. Well, a bigger deal than the first game. Than in the first game. So you have joined the Berserkers?
So you joined the Berserkers?
Best decision of my whole damn life. When Rat came to power, he didn't forget old Scrappy. No, he did not. Made me head of this materials procurement racket. At least that's what we call it anyway.
Why would Rat give you the job? Oh, by the way, Rat is the leader now. Which is silly. Really silly. If you remember Rat from the first game. Got work for me. Can you help me get into the fort?
Can you help me get into the fort?
What? Them fuckers not letting you in?
Not without a good reason, no.
That's a pain in the ass. Let me think. Oh, sure. I could give you a reason. If you come work for me, that'd be reason enough.
What type of work?
Need a few bastards down the mine.
Grunt
Also,
work.
been a while since
Nice.
I got a delivery. Would be good if you could check it out. See what's taking them assholes so long. Give them a hand if there's a problem or something. Would you do that for old Scrappy?
Scrappy. Yeah, whatever.
No problem. I can work in the mine.
That's what I like to hear. Just head southeast, past the World Heart. The mine's easy to spot. Big hole in the cliff. Come back when you know something, okay?
The running attack looks broken. It's not broken. It works. It actually works really good. I think there is a jackhammer, a free jackhammer somewhere around here that we can take because pretty sure it's a requirement for this quest. Or not. He actually just asked me to go and check on his guys in the mine. But we have Scrappy's chest here. But it requires an attribute in lockpicking. Free general remedy. Wait, can I buy some stuff? No. I almost stole that. Yeah, can you teach me some stuff?
Something about mining?
Of course I can teach you something. What do you want to know?
The music, what do you think about music? Well, Dale, the music is very similar, if not the same, to the first game, but just mix a little bit. I think they try to cut corners on the music in the game. Maybe I'm wrong. There are some new tracks, of course, but the exploration music and almost everything else sounds really similar to the first game, but just change just a bit to make it like new, I guess. And I'm kind of fine with that. If you need to do that to cut corners and invest that money in other regions, that's fine. But the music actually is really important, of course. And some of the like Gothic games had amazing music. I would say the first Elex had good music, but nothing. There are a couple of tracks that are really good, but others are kind of forgettable, if you ask me. So yeah, there's that. He can teach you about mining, but I wanted to trade with him, which is not possible.
Like, are you fucking serious? First, Thorhild bans me from the fucking fields and makes me collect scrap metal with fucking Scrappy. And now they're fucking kicking me out of here, too? Fuck! It's bad enough that I'm supposed to take orders from scum like Scrappy. It's me that threw him out of the fort back in the day for stealing Kim's too often.
Remember William?
Junkie. And Rat, him too. How the hell that fucking maggot became the boss here? Ah! I can't fucking take it anymore.
Hey, Willie. Gang's waiting. Let's get to the mine. You ready?
Yeah, I'm coming. Willie? Did he seriously just call me Willie?
Oh my god.
I think it's high time for a little killing spree around here.
Willie! Yeah, I just landed on a mine there, but let me save here and try to take these guys out. I think these are Reavers, right? Yeah, it's a Reaver, and we can bait him to step on that mine, but you can also roll over mines like in the first game, which I did a lot. But I want to show you that, although I want to show you the sneak attack if I can pull it off. This will be a suicide mission, by the way.
What are you doing sneaking around here?
Yeah. Let's try again, just so I can show you the sneak attack, if I can pull it off. So Rat is the leader of the Outlaws now. Yeah, pretty much. But Outlaws are kind of the part of the Berserkers now, which is silly and kind of crazy. But yeah, you will learn about that when you start playing. Like I said before, Outlaws are basically a minor faction now, just like the Clerics. So the guy who saw us is...
Here we go.
No, there's always at least one of them who is facing you. The voice acting of Will is really good, yeah. You will find a lot of these voice audio recordings, and I think the effect for because it's supposed to be playing over the radio or something, like over your adjuster, which is, by the way, still not present in the beta, or I don't think it will be even present in the final game. The thing that's on your hands. Yeah, whatever. I will show you the sneaking before after this, I guess, if I manage. But let's try to kill them. As you can see, the arrows seem a lot slower now as well. And I still got hit. Nice. Come on. Oh, bro, move.
Coming for you.
And it's a lot easier to switch your targets now. But fighting a couple of them is a suicide with this pipe, to be honest. And check this out, you can drink while in the air, but you can still get hit. I'm dead. I was hoping to knock them down with a running attack. Can you lure the Ravagers to Scrappy? That will be a lot of work, to be honest. But I'm pretty sure you can, actually. Okay, let's try this one more time, then we're going to move on. No, didn't want to do that. So you can sneak up on them. But unfortunately you can't do much from the roof. Especially at this level. So this is pointless. And as you notice there, Jack still remained in stealth even after dropping from the. Oh, there we go. Idiots. He still remained in stealth even after dropping from the roof, which is nice. Come on. Get parried, bitch. That was a successful parry, by the way. Oh my god. Okay, we got him. He's to the ground. He's knocked down, but this is becoming... Oh no, oh no. Yeah, killing in the air is really useful, although you can still get hits. Get parried and get knocked down. Uh-oh. I got used to ultra difficulty, so this is a lot different. Pretty sure we can kill them, actually. Come on, die, dude. There we go. Okay, the parry is really good in this game. There you go. Get to the ground. If you hit him once more, his stamina is depleted and he goes down. You have to watch for the arrows. And as you can see, the dodge is a lot more reliant now. You can rely on the dodge. No, no, no. Wrongly timed. So I tried to time my parry there and I didn't manage. So I dodged out of the way successfully. Just like here. Like once again. Come on. So they usually go 1-2 with two-handed weapons, so that's useful to know. Oh, I got carried away. How do range abilities available feel to compare to the first range abilities? I still don't have a lot of ranged abilities. I just use the bow and the crossbow, so I can't really talk about that. Yeah. Okay. I want to try it again. Just let me get some water first, please. Okay. We good? Yeah, let's try to do that again. Do I still fly on force curves, or they now flying in the direction you're aiming them? There is still like a hit scan option, so your crosshair goes red when you fire them, if that answers your question. But it feels a lot better compared to the first game, because bows in the first game felt like guns, basically. Yeah, it's almost impossible to pull off a sneaky attack on these guys. So I'm just gonna kill them.
We can do this.
I don't know if that was successful or not. I don't think. Oh my god. Get parried. I like to parry a lot. I got an achievement for that dumbass that stepped on the mine. That is hilarious. Oh, come on with the arrows. They're actually really slow, but really precise. Yeah, I just parried it game. Is there a red barrel between them? Red barrels are actually can explode if you shoot them, so there's that. But I don't have any bolts. Really, outlaws are minor and clerics too. Who are the other main factions and what they do? Morkons are a new major faction. Like I talked about them before. I actually still don't know what they actually do, but they seem like a bunch of savages, basically. Civilized savages. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go with them because they have melee abilities, and melee you can learn a lot of melee abilities from them. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go with them in my first playthrough. Get or not want to parry. Okay, the last time. Parry. Parry. Yeah, you can chain parries just like in the first game, but you have to practice. Yeah, let's move on. Alps seem to be a major faction now too. Yes, Alps are a new major faction now as well. You're right. I keep forgetting about Alps, man. I don't know why. Because I'm so used to them, having them as enemies in the first game. I want to show you some combat abilities there, so I hope that was worth it. Like I said before, yeah, parry is now actually worth using, unlike in Elex 1. And it's actually rewarding when you can pull it off. We can kill this old biter. You know what I want for the final game when it comes to options? FOV slider, because there is no field of view slider in the options, and I think it's the camera is too zoomed to Jack's shoulder, over the shoulder camera. It should be just at least in my opinion, it should be at least zoomed out. So yeah. Svaka čast, brate. Hvala, brate. Yeah, so FOV slider would be great. Yeah, we definitely can kill the freaking spider. We need to go to do the quest, man. I'm dumb for even trying to kill anything with the lead pipe, with the beginning lead pipe. I just wanted to focus on showing you guys as much as possible in these 2 hours, so we're going to stick with the lead pipe, I guess. Yes, there we go. So you can grab on this rock, but not on all rocks for some reason, like not on this one, as you can see. But I like how edge grabbing works, because you can grab almost everything in the game. It's a great new addition to the game. That helps a lot with exploration. What's also changed is the default radar, because it has a much weaker range compared to the first radar in the game, the first default radar. Because enemies really have to come close to you in this game so you can actually see them on the radar. Wait, I missed the mine. Here it is. And enemy AI is now, it seems to be more dynamic, because their area of their position actually changes a lot, because I'm pretty sure that in my first playthrough that same raptor was all the way here at the entrance. So judging by that, it seems more dynamic. All the miners are dead, it seems. So we get a jackhammer. I don't have to buy it.
The air here seems to be contaminated.
should let Scrappy know.
Yeah, if you... Finally, they said I just need to work this week. It's about time for me to get some daylight. I start to need a break from the grinds. So, as you can see now, you have elements that can happen to your character on the center of the screen there. The UI is a lot better as well. So you have those information like for different elemental effects that you can cause or the enemy. So if you can cause fire damage to your enemy, you will see the same icon on top of their head, I think. Something like that. So we need to go back to Scrappy. Who is this? Not a spider. I think we can teleport back to Scrappy. If I manage to discover the teleports. I don't think I did, actually. Did I? I didn't. It's right at the entrance. How did I miss it? Anyway, let's just walk there. Let's kill him real quick. Another. It takes a while to recover from the running attack because you're basically stuck in animation if you do that. So that kind of offsets the usage of it, I guess, and it prevents it from spamming. But in terms of damage, it's not that great. I saw that, you little piece of shit. Yeah, like I was saying, their animations, enemy animations are still quite kinda janky, but really improved and a lot smoother because they usually do that distinctive animation that he goes on the back of his feet before he attacks, right? So you know that he's going to attack, as you can see there. But sometimes not. The game is, for some reason, showing me tutorials still. Unsuccessful tutorials, because you can't dodge that. It's too late. I was trying to parry that. Try again. Too late. And there's also a partial parry mechanic in the game. And I'll explain what that means real soon. Just let me focus on parry, if or not. Let's see. Too fast. Never mind, let's just kill it. Yeah, there's also partial parry in the game, which means that you can mitigate all the damage that you would receive from the attack if you pull off your parry a little bit later than you should. That's basically the whole idea. So it also encourages you to try and parry attacks, because even if you parry late, you can pull off the partial parry, which avoids like 100% of damage, and your Jax still does an animation like he's hit, but you don't take any damage. I don't know if that's intended, but if it is, it's actually a great encouraging mechanic to try and make you do more parries, I guess. There's a similar mechanic in Dark Souls games and other Souls-like games. Although in Dark Souls you still take damage if you successfully do a partial parry. So yeah. Okay, we are close. Let's talk to Scrappy. Everyone's dead.
I'm back from the mine. Everyone's dead.
What the fuck you talking about, Jax? What the hell happened?
I think the mine was flooded with gas. It reeked.
Well, damn. That explains why the poor bastards ain't been sending shit. You wanted into the fort, right? Go to Fenris. Someone's gotta tell him what happened. If we ain't getting no iron from the mine, well, that's a real shit.
Finally, we can enter the city.
What if they don't let me into the fort?
just tell Gardar I sent you. And don't let that motherfucker scare you off. But you gotta hurry, son. This is a fucking emergency.
Can you unlock the jetpack melee drop attack like in the first game? Yep, it's also unlockable in the game. It's an ability. I'll show you. It's a jetpack ability, but that not only unlocks the drop attack, it also unlocks a lot the melee attack, melee combat in the air as well. I think that is lets you float on the spot and use your weapons at the same time. I think that's it. It unlocks the usage of ranged attacks in the air and also the melee combat in the air. And as you can see, you can now float on the spot and use your weapons at the same time. And you can also do a drop attack from the sky with this ability. So happy that I found this channel. Thanks, man. Glad you enjoy it. Okay, let's try to enter the fort again, because I'm pretty sure I will manage to do it now. And you can see that you can recognize this location from the first game, right? Like I was talking about before. The world map in general, how it looks a lot different but still the same, because you can pretty much recognize this location from the first game, but it's so different. And like I said, not just graphically, terrain-wise as well. What are you doing, Jax? The jank is real. But I'm really glad that the movement is a lot improved. And the controls. Wait, did I come to the second entrance?
Wrong entrance, pal. See Gardar at the main gate.
What if he won't let me in?
Then I'll cry you a river. I'm sure he'd have his reasons. Whatever. I can't let you through here. If you want to try your luck, go around the warehouse. Northwest of here. You can't miss the entrance. Now scram.
Yeah, okay, we tried at least. Can we get to the... Okay, we can go here. Yeah, and just the world map in general feels a bit stretched compared to the first game. I don't know how to explain it. The first game felt a bit more denser, but this game is still dense, right? As you can see from the terrain. There's a lot of stuff to find and loot, and it still looks dense, but it also feels a bit stretched. I don't know how to explain it better. But that's just the feeling I'm getting. Like I said, I will have a video possibly for tonight if I manage to finish the editing, where I talk about all of these things and where I just summarize my whole impressions about the beta. And again, I will just use the first 2 hours of the game, but there's still to talk about. There is a lot to talk about still. So yeah, if I don't manage to do it tonight, to publish it tonight, tomorrow night will be like 100% the day for the video. So tomorrow night will be the time when I publish it. So there's that. I want to check the items, but what are you doing? But yeah, the performance in the beta is not really good. I'm getting 30 frames here, down from 60. That was to be expected in a beta. So I'm definitely sure that the performance will increase. And that location also looks really familiar from the first game. We actually explored that in my last stream that I did for Elex 1. That same location that you can see there. Stretch like a good or bad thing. Actually, as a good thing. I don't say that as a bad thing at all. Because it feels suitable for new jetpack skills. Oh, I managed to enter without talking to the guard, and I'll get thrown out. But we still need to talk to him, so... How did I get here? The entrance is down there. Yeah, we're at low 30s, 29, 28 FPS here. We need to talk to him, regardless.
You again.
Scrappy sends me, I need to find Fenris.
Scrappy sent me. I need to talk to Fenris.
What do you need to talk to Fenris about?
I'll tell him myself.
But I want to hear it.
Let me pass if you care about the Iron Mine at all.
Why didn't you just say that in the first place? Before I let you in, you gotta know the rules. You can move around the fort freely. Except for the upper district. Only a chosen few can go there. If you try to get in, the guards
Sounds familiar.
will take care of you.
Upper district.
If you steal something, the guards will take care of you.
Gothic 2.
If you start a fight, the
Gothic
guards
3
will
even.
take care of you. And if you've got a knife
Gothic
to
1.
someone's throat,
I get it. The guards will take care of me.
nope. That's when we bury you.
Come on, guy.
You
Man.
get the point.
You're boring, dude.
Okay, go on, get out of here.
What about a tour of the place?
Of course, the tour.
1000 experience.
Ask questions. Striker can show you around the fort, okay?
And that's a level up.
I wasn't really listening to what Gardar told you.
Yeah, that's smart.
But you must want to know where to get food. I can explain that and more on the way. There's bound to be a few things you don't know about.
This is another new feature in the game because, as far as I'm aware, every city that you reach will have this guides that they can take you through major districts of the city and explain you what's. I mean, it's not a big deal, but I recommend doing it because you will get more experience from that.
Okay. Just let me know when you're ready.
Take me around the camp
Take me on a tour of the camp.
I was just getting ready to stretch my legs.
because it counts as a quest and you will
Come on,
get
then.
experience for the quest,
Living
even though you're
quarters
basically
located
just
directly
taking a
behind the
tour.
entrance to the fort. Most cultivators and simple workers live here. You won't find any fucking snobs down here. They all live in the upper district. I'll show you that later, I guess, even though they won't let you in. This is Skinny's Soup Kitchen. You want something to eat and you're short on shards, Skinny's the man to talk to. You want to grab something before we keep going?
No, let's keep going.
No. Let's keep going.
We only have about 15
Okay.
minutes left, so
If we head over the bridge,
Let's-
we'll be in the trade district.
let's use the best of
Most
it.
of the bastards here want real shards for whatever they sell. They're not as agreeable as old Skinny.
I hope you can get an idea of the fort,
Sometimes you'll find
even
traders
though
from
the
other factions
performance
here.
is not the best.
Don't let them take you for a ride. If it was up to Gardar, they'd all be kicked out. I don't care. Let them trade if they want to. Do you want to take a look at some of the stalls before we keep going?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
it's
I'll
the
be
it's the
quick,
marketplace.
Good. Means I can treat myself to a
I
smoke.
want to show you a Morkon NPC, the first Morkon NPC that you can talk to. I mean, you can find different Morkon NPCs, of course, but in this city at least. And he's actually a really nice dude called Ivan.
Ah, a valued customer. Please.
Look at
feel
his
free to
Morkon
browse my
armor.
wares. You won't regret it. Whatever you need, whatever your circumstances, I'm the merchant for you. You are going to buy something, aren't you?
Now inside the city I can understand the stretch thing, the world feel more real size. Yeah, exactly like that. You're right. Okay, what do we have?
Okay. What do you have?
Wares beyond your wildest dreams.
The scope of it
Doesn't look all that
feels
impressive to
feels
me.
more realistic.
You're right.
Even though the first
Never
game
mind,
didn't have
kidding.
small areas
Business is shit.
in general.
Hardly have any customers these days. Hey, look, you'd be doing me a huge favor if you bought something. Anything.
What's a Morkon doing in Berserker territory?
What's a Morkon doing in Berserker territory?
I'm a merchant. Traveling one.
Here of all places?
Listen, I need the shards to feed my family. But that's none of your business. Why would a stranger care about my life story?
Are the Berserkers giving you some shit? Apparently.
Are the Berserkers giving you shit?
Small understatement, that.
They're giving
The
you a
other
lot of
merchants
shit.
are doing a great job of scaring off my potential customers. I've tried everything in the book, but not having any luck. You'd think I'm some child-eating monster the way people avoid me. I'm just trying to mind my own business, literally. Things go missing, it's my fault. Things break, it's my fault. Any issues, really, my fault. I can't go back to Caracas empty-handed, so gotta put up with this crap.
Yeah, the Morkon main place is in Caracas, the same place we started in the beginning. Sorry, in the same place we started in the beginning, but on the other side there is a huge area, so their settlement is there. What's keeping you here?
What's keeping you here?
I recently made a deal with the innkeeper, Chloe. I get her some exotic crap from Caracas in return for food rations. Of course, I jumped at it. Cuisine in the grotto isn't exactly, overburdened with variety. But, oh, not this crap again. Hold on.
Hands where I can see him, Scab!
We were just...
Shut it! What the fuck is that? That right there?
This? It's just...
Junk. Low-grade shit.
No, I never...
Look at the
dreamed
back of
selling...
his armor.
Shut it, asshole! I'm on the lookout for goods that aren't of legal standing. This looks, barely above board.
Look cool.
Must be your lucky day, pal.
They're brutal. Morkons
Does
are
that mean
brutal.
we're done here?
You're gonna wait here like a good little boy till I say we're done. Your turn, pal. Is this Morkon merchant trying to peddle third-rate shit?
What makes you say that?
Just answer the damn question!
Back off. We were just talking.
Just talking, huh? Haven't you heard all the complaints? Sky-high prices, shitty goods.
None of that's true. It's all lies.
Wasn't asking you, shitbrain. Shut it. If I notice anything suspect, anything
What kind of
wrong,
helmet is that, man?
they'll be
Looks so dumb.
So
A
watch
monocle on
yourself. That's
his
what I say.
right eye. Are you finished?
Are you finished?
You better not be disrespecting me. Yeah, we can leave it there. Carry on.
You know what? We just hit the 2 hours mark on stream, if I'm not mistaken, right? And even though I started the stream like at least 5 or 10 minutes, that starting screen, I don't want to push it, so I think we'll have to end it there. Let me just check. Is it around 2 hours, right? Should be. So we're going to talk a little bit about the game, and we're going to finish it. Yeah, it's about 2 hours, right? Even though I started the stream at around 5 or 10 minute mark. But I don't want to push it because, yeah, that should be it for those 2 hours. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I managed to show you as much as possible in those 2 hours. But like I said, I will have a video ready, possibly for tonight, but I'm not promising that because I still have to record one part and then finish the editing. But tomorrow for sure, right? If not tonight. So yeah, how'd you like the game, man? How'd you like the game, guys? Awesome stream, thanks. This looks good. Going to get it. I will still do videos even before the game before the game releases for sure. Even if there's some updated beta version, and if I can talk something that I didn't mention already, but the video I'm doing should cover pretty much everything else that I didn't manage to cover in the stream. I guess Berserkers are not fans of Morkons. No, not at all. They hate each other. Everyone hates Morkons, I guess. It was a great stream, take man. Love the game, can't wait to get it. The game looks good, but graphics wise it's okay. I think it will improve at least a bit when it comes to character models in the final version, but I think the environments look pretty nice. And it's really enjoyable to explore it, at least in my opinion. I'm pretty hyped for the game. Love the first one, definitely getting this one. So yeah, that should be about it. And let me just say my thanks to Piranha Bytes and THQ Nordic again for providing the key so I can stream it to you guys and show you some content before the game actually releases. It's coming out on March 1st, so almost 4 months from now, right? So yeah, that's it. I think I'm gonna end it here, so I hope you enjoyed, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya, guys. Thanks for watching.